Hey, hey, hey. Happy Sunday, y'all. Happy Sunday, happy Sunday. I just woke up from my midday nap. But hey, mama, welcome to my live. Y'all, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Sierra Janae, and I help moms make money online using a simple, done for you system. And like always and like usual, y'all, I like to get straight to the point because I know as a mom, girl, I don't know if you're doing your Sunday reset today or what. You just like, girl, how can you help me get to the point? So I got you, I got you. But if you are a mom and you've been thinking about making money online or you've been trying to figure it out, you've been dealing with just confusion, overwhelm, all of that, girl, you tired, any of that, this live is gonna be for you, sis. Okay. So if I have any mamas in the room, let me know. First of all, put your name. Well, some of y'all don't be having y'all names on YouTube, but put where you from in the chat. I love, love, love. This is why I love doing what I get to do because I get to meet women, moms from literally all over the world. So if you are a mom, like I said, drop your location, where you're from in the chat because I would love to know. I would love to know. But before I actually get into it, let me put my phone on Do Not Disturb because, girl, I know, I forget. I know I forget. But in this live, I'm going to be just showing you how you can basically learn from a system that literally tells you what to do, what to post, and how to show up. And you don't have to worry about creating anything, sis. I did all of the work for you. And this is why I get on here pretty much every day to help women, help moms really just get out of that rat race of living paycheck to paycheck. And, just really actually help you because I don't know about y'all. I have been down the rabbit hole of trying things that were supposedly supposed to change my life and they didn't. I still felt stuck. I still felt like, okay, what is that next step that I need to take? So I eliminated that. Okay. Now, before I actually show you the system, I want to first kind of ask you, how long have you been thinking about, trying to actually make money online? Did something spark you, in this state of the world that we're in right now? Let's just have a moment of silence. In this state of the world that we're in right now, girl, was it that? I just was actually talking to a mom the other day who worked for the government. What is it? Because I just want you to know, one, that is possible, okay? And two, I just want to know, why haven't you started? Like, because there are so many different resources, there's so many different ways that you can do it, but I'm telling you, you do need a system. And girl, I'm about to put you on to the system, okay? Let me share my screen quickly. So the biggest thing that I want you to, can I let me, I'm not sharing my screen, y'all. Hold on. Take a little hot second. Hold on, y'all. Okay, there we go. So y'all, the biggest thing that so many moms, and this is just from my experience and from me helping so many different moms in this space, in this journey, is, so many moms, because I feel like this needs to be said, trying to do the work, willing to put in the work, baby, ain't the problem. Okay. The problem is a mama has never had the steps that she needs to in order to be successful. And that's exactly why I built the Mompreneur Method. And that's what I'm going to be showing you really quickly today. MPM is not another course, girl. This ain't what this is. Okay. There's courses inside, but this is not your typical course or anything like that. This is a step-by-step digital income system, sis. Okay. A system that was built specifically for moms. Okay. Because again, the most important thing is to once you realize that you have a system that literally tells you what to do, tells you how to show up, tells you what to post, it really helps you eliminate any thought because I mean, let's be honest, we're all human. When you start something new, when I started new things, right? I was nervous, I was shy. I'm like, damn, is anybody gonna really buy this? Is anybody gonna really like this? Is anybody gonna support me or whatever? That's completely normal, right? And so when you're a beginner, those things tend to kind of hold you back. So what if you knew what to say? What if you knew what to post? What if you knew how to show up? You ain't got to worry about it. You ain't got to go through none of that. And that's the beauty of getting started with a done for you digital system. So this is NPM. And like I said, this is a done for you digital income system for moms who don't want to try to figure out things on their own. And like I said, if you are a mom who's like, girl, I've been wanting to do this. I just don't know how to do this. I got you. Okay. So this is the community landing page. This is what it looks like. So here inside of NPM, like I said, with it being a done for you system, you also get community, which is really huge. Moms need support. That's probably the biggest thing, the most important thing. Okay, when you are starting something new, sis, it's you want to be able to kind of essentially ask questions, see other people doing it, right? Because again, when you're doing something new, something that you've never done for the first time, you don't want to essentially feel like you are like I always say, like the man walking on the moon, right? You don't want to be the first, right? And that's completely normal. So that's where community comes in, right? But when you're in a community of moms specifically, right, it's a different type of feeling, okay? Because as a mom, people don't be understanding us. People be thinking, even like our husbands, our spouses, or whatever like that, they be thinking we be doing too much, right? You know how when you be stressed out, girl, because there's a whole bunch of dishes in the sink, and you trying to choose between, okay, do I have some me time or do I clean up my house? Does this make me a bad mom if I don't do this? And it's like we be in our heads, right? If I try to have that same conversation with my husband, girl, he be looking at me like I'm crazy. He be looking like it's not that deep, it's not that serious, but in reality, it is, right? Moms, we experience mom guilt all the time, trying to choose between, do I be a present mom or do I get money for my kids? Them days, since they long gone. We got too many resources, too many things out here that we can be using that can be making us money while we're asleep, while we're working, while we're spending time with our kids, all of that. Okay. So again, I created this system because I wanted moms to eliminate any excuse of ever feeling like I'm not good enough. I don't have any followers. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to talk about. Sis, I built the blueprint for you. Okay. So this is the community tab. And like I said, this is where you'll find like any updates inside of NPM once you get inside here. As you can see, there's other moms that post in here. I'm really big on, community and as far as like supporting one another. So like you can drop your social medias and things like that so you can get some extra, support, encouragement, all of that. Okay. We real big on that. And when it comes to this community. Okay. But I want to kind of quickly show you just one thing that, speaking of support, every Tuesday I do a live Q&A call where I get on here and I answer questions. So you get a done for you system that literally tells you what to do, what to say, what to post, but you still have that support of live Q&A. Okay. So if there's ever a time where you're like, okay, I still want to know, I still want to ask somebody from experience, maybe somebody that's already a little bit further in their journey, you have that. It's not just me talking and me answering your questions. If there's a mom who's been through something or who has already experienced something, maybe, it's your first week of doing digital marketing. Maybe it's your first week of trying to figure this out, right? Again, let's get rid of all the butterflies. Let's get rid of like, is this really going to work? Is this really going to happen for me? Sis, you wouldn't have invested in you if you didn't think the stuff was going to work. But again, it's completely normal sometimes how people be in their heads, okay? And this is why I love the community feature, because we pour into each other as not only do I pour into the women actually pour into me. And I really, truly appreciate it. And like I said, sometimes we don't just talk about strategy and social media tips and things like that. Sometimes we just talk about life. And that's another thing that's extremely important in doing this. When you are starting a business, when you are starting a brand, because that's what you're doing, regardless if you're doing it the done for you way or not, sis, you need to enjoy what you're doing. You need to be proud of what you're doing. And confidence, it later comes. You don't have to have confidence to start. But, with you showing up and when you seeing other women doing it just like you, that are moms, that are working moms, that are stay-at-home moms, if you see that it's possible for them, then that makes it easier to make it feel like it's possible for you. So that's one of the things that we do. And then on Saturday, I also have a master class that I do every Saturday. It's called Selling Mama Saturday, where I help you and give you more in-depth tips of how to successfully sell NPM. Okay. Now, kind of getting into the meat and potatoes of NPM, all of this is podcast style learning. So when I put this together, this is not your typical like just chat GPT information thrown into a module group. No, this is built from my real life experiences. I was able to scale my digital marketing business over $300,000 as a complete beginner. I've been able to help so many other women, so many other students scale their businesses as well. So I took all of those tips and I put them inside of these modules. But what I did was I pretty much I teach the information in a way that actually fits a mom's lifestyle. As a mom, a lot of us are on the go constantly. A lot of us has 1,001 things going on. And girl, don't nobody got time to be glued to no goddamn computer, okay? But that doesn't mean that you don't want to make money, you don't want freedom, you don't want your time back, you don't want to be a present mom. It's just, hey, I can only do so much with the time that I have. And I completely understand that. So inside of these modules, they are bite-sized style learning. So you can listen to them on the go. You can listen to them when you go on a walk, girl. That's one thing that I like to do. You can listen to it when you're in the car, dropping your kids off, when you're at the kids' sport events, things like that. So you're not necessarily having to jeopardize time or really having to choose between, do I do this or do I work on this? I can do both. And as moms, this is why I'm so passionate about what I do, because y'all, we are the number one problem solvers. We are the number one, like, we overthink, but we also can hella problem solve things. Okay. But when you put that together, sis, I'm telling you, you could be a money making machine. Okay. But to eliminate any, again, because I know how sometimes moms be like, well, I don't know, I don't have time to listen to something, I don't have time to go through something. Yeah, you do. You can make time for it. But even if you don't, I created a bot that literally takes away any of that, takes away any pressure of you still thinking like, can this really happen for me? Can I really do this? Am I overthinking this? All of that, I got you. Okay. So I'm gonna kind of quickly show y'all Mama Bot because everybody loves her and she's extremely helpful and she literally can be your personal assistant to you making your first $1,000 online, you making your first 10K online. Okay. She literally tells you what to do, what to say, what to post. And she's really big on asking, where you at in your day? Because that's another thing. Okay. I'm not big on copy and paste and everything, y'all. I'm telling y'all, I know that ChatGPT has taken over this world, AI has taken over this world, but real personalities really do mean something. Okay. I'm just saying, if y'all don't take nothing away from me, be yourself. And I'm so grateful that I get paid to be myself, to show up online, to help women, to be a blessing to other moms. And I don't have to do too much. I don't have to be a completely different person that I'm not. I literally show up as me and it gets me paid. So if I can do this, you can do this as well. So I want to kind of quickly show you, because like I said, when you get inside of Mama Bot, you literally can use her day one and make her fit and sound like you. And that's what we want. Okay. Again, we're not using AI to replace us. That's not what this is for. Okay. We're using it to help us and guide us so we never are lost. We're never confused. We're never having to figure out what the next step to do is. Okay. Let me see. Do I got some mamas in here? Let me know if I do, y'all. I'm gonna keep going back and forth because I can't see y'all. So just let me know if I do. Put it in the chat. And like I said, put it where you're from and I'll be sure to shout you out. Because don't be shy, sis, okay? So I'm gonna hide this and I love to talk. Hey sis. So I really want to get some NPM sales, get them going and flowing. But I just really don't know how to talk about it because I haven't made any sales yet. What exactly should I talk about that will bring in sales, but also will show moms that I truly do care, and genuinely want to see them win as well? Can you help me create like a really powerful hook? Maybe even tell me what I can film in the video to really help tell the story, along with a caption that is keyword friendly and SEO. So y'all literally can talk to Mama Bot anyway, and she will tell you what to do. She will give you information based off of the info inside of NPM. So this is what I mean. It eliminates you having to figure this out. You having to be like, okay, what is my next step? What I got to do? Any of that. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of quickly show you and see what should off. Okay. So she says, hey, mama. And girl, she really is like, when I say y'all, I trained her. I literally have put like over 12,000 hours of just everything that I know. Like I said, things that I have personally worked with some of my students that, when they first started getting sales, when they were struggling, into us helping them, like getting them over the hump. Everything I have put that in her. But again, it is made to fit a mama's lifestyle. So as you can see, it says, hey, mama, first of all, take a deep breath. You're not behind. You're not good enough, and you do not need sales to be powerful. As y'all can see, she really sounds a lot like me. What you do need is clarity, confidence, and a freebie you believe in, because freebies are your sales bridge when you're starting out. Let's break it down and get you a powerful hook, a video idea, and a caption that connects and converts. So as you can see, she wasn't like, hey, let's come off sales, let's do this or whatever. She really is very strategic. And, when you first get into this, one thing that I'm going to always tell you is I love making money online. Don't get me wrong. It's great. But I also really care more so about actually being a service to people. And that truly is what makes this a game changer. A lot of people want to hop into this, this business module of digital marketing for the wrong reasons, and they wonder why they don't get results. You genuinely have to care. Okay. And again, as a mom, we kind of have this unspoken language for other moms, right? I want to see another mom win. I'm sure you want to see another mom win. And this is why this works. Okay. So as you can see, it says your sales angle, no sales yet. You're not selling from results. You're selling from, I can't even talk, resins. Y'all know what I'm trying to say, okay? And the reason why this is so important, y'all, is because that's the number one thing that I hear so many people talk about in the beginning of their journey. They like, oh, I don't know what to talk about because I don't have any sales, no screenshots and things like that. Girl, these people out here is lying and making up screenshots, y'all. It don't really matter. When you see people that are showing up consistently and talking about the same thing, those are the people that are making money, because they wouldn't be talking about the same thing. When you see people talking about this one day, this the next day, this the next day, this the next day, this the next day, they're not making any money, because if they were, they would be sticking to the exact same strategy. So she's telling you, hey, focus on why you started. What problem you wanted to solve? Why is MPM different for you? Maybe you have another course and you haven't been able to sell it. Okay. Why is this different? And I guarantee you, once you get in here, you're going to feel the difference. Okay. Who are you excited to help, etc. And then inside of MPM, like I mentioned, sis, you ain't got to create nothing. You ain't got to think about nothing. You don't have to create any kind of freebie or anything. I have that included. So inside of MPM, when you get inside and when you first get started, you have the option to promote the MPM sneak peek, which is a PDF that literally explains the program, tells everybody what is inside, what they're going to get, quick little overview of some of the modules, all of that. And then also I have a free 10-minute training, because some women like video like formats, and then some people just like PDFs. To each his own, whichever one you feel works. You can use both of them, you can use one of them, it does not matter. But that is included when you get inside of MPM. But so she's saying this is what you're going to do, and this is how you're going to promote MPM. Okay. And then the first thing is she gives you a hook. So a hook is just basically what that scroll stopping text is on your screen in order to get people to actually watch your content. Because a big part of what you're going to be doing is you're going to be posting short form pieces of content. Okay. This is free advertisement. You don't have to pay for ads. You don't have to do anything like that. I mean, if you want to each his own, you can do that. But this is how you can start a business, a successful business, with little to, not a lot of money. Okay. If anybody is telling you got to come out the gate, run ads, you ain't got to do that. Okay. Now, if you have your own program, course, or something like that, sure, then do that. But this is the whole point of why Done For You system works. Okay. So she gives you what to say. I haven't made a single sale yet, but this changed everything for me. That alone is going to spark somebody's curiosity. Okay. She's saying she ain't made a sale yet, but why is she talking about it? So what? So what's the point of bringing it up? Everybody thinks everything is always about money, but it's so much more, and it's so deeper than that. Okay. And then she even gives you an alternate option. No sales yet, but I'm still showing up. Here's why this method felt like a lifeline. Okay. And feel free, you can definitely tweak it. You can go back into her and say, hey, I like these hooks, but I want to give it a little bit more feel. I want to give it more of a homegirl vibe, something like that. Whatever, you can do that. Okay. And then she even gives you direction. It says, use this for the first 3 seconds of your video with text on the screen or voice if possible. So you could do both and have it saying that. You could just do the text on the screen. Does not matter. Okay. Now, and then she even gives like a video idea. So record a talking head video or text on screen that shares you saying something like, I found this method called MPM. It's not about being perfect or knowing everything. It's about showing up as a real mom and building something for me. And even though I haven't made a sale yet, I already feel different. I'm learning, I'm growing, and I'm giving myself permission to start. Literally tells you what to say, y'all. Literally, okay? And then if you're curious but nervous, I made a short video or the sneak peek, like how we were talking about before, just for you. It's honest, it's quick, and it might be what you've been praying for. So again, that's something that you did not have to think of. You did not have to type in or whatever. And again, if you want to tweak some of the wording, you can do that, sis. But what I'm saying is it literally gave you everything to say. So here's your first video once you get inside of MPM that you can post about. That's how easy, that's how simple this is. And it's honestly just repeat over and over and over and over. And over time, if you want to definitely make your own captions and things like that, you can do that. She even gives you a caption with a call to action along with hashtags as well. Okay. And then she even says, next step, pick one freebie, girl, all of this. So, and then, for example, I was showing y'all yesterday when I was on live, like she also will help you generate images, but I'm going to kind of quickly show you stories. It's something that I always tell a lot of my mamas in general. It really helps you bring in a lot of sales. Of course, I know you want to get sales, but it's a great way to really kind of show the behind the scenes, y'all. People are really kind of, don't get me wrong, people love a good aesthetic. People love a good, you know what I mean? Like, okay, she got her life together, but people also really do appreciate the behind the scenes. How are you building this business? How are you building this brand? When people see that it can be possible instead of seeing the finished product, that makes them more like, feel like that makes them trust you. And that makes them feel like, oh, wow, she can do this. And it's not all, like, oh, wow, I'm thinking I have to have this, perfect setup or this perfect type of production or something like that in order to film a video, when a lot of us moms are literally just taking something like this, setting our phone up on it and filming it. And a video like that pays me anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a day. So again, if I can do this, you can do this as well. your experience, any of that does not matter. If you can copy and paste, you can use this system to help you be able to sell this program. Now, one thing I also want to mention is why NPM is so different from a lot of other programs that you may have seen. I truly am a big believer in focusing on one thing and mastering one thing first, okay? Because when you do that, uh, nobody wants to be, like all over the place and talking about this product one day and talking about this product the next day. I just need one product that I can sell over and over and over and over. I can sell it when I'm on vacation. I can sell it when I'm working. I can sell it when I'm out grocery shopping, when I'm spending time with my kids, and I can constantly make money from it. I don't need 1,001 products. I don't need a whole bunch of low ticket products. And that is what I see so many people stay in the cycle of, and they're switching from this product, switching from this product. NPM, again, it's everything that you need in one system, and it's a system that's already built for you. So you can sell it as is, and you can sell it over and over and over. Okay. Now there are some other streams of income inside, but the bulk of NPM is learning branding, learning marketing, sis. Because when you learn these type of things, this is going to be the fastest way you can start making money online without you having to do the most. Okay, sis, I'm telling you from experience, stop thinking you got to do the most. Okay, because you don't. You really don't. Okay, you need one system. I'm telling you, one message. You repeat it over and over and over, and this becomes simple for you. Then you can put your brand and your business on autopilot. And you know what? The one thing that I love the most about this is showing up consistently. As a mom, when you show up consistently on social media, honestly, it really don't even matter what you're doing. When you do, you will see so many brands that start reaching out to you and want to collab with you. And those are another streams of income. But I'm telling you, sis, you're not going to get there if you want keep watching and keep seeing people change their lives and build their dream life in front of you. If you don't actually take action, you have to be like, you know what? I need a system. I need help. I need to be guided along the way. I need to know what to say. I need to know what to post. I need to know how to show up. And girl, NPM is that, okay? Like I said, Mama Bot truly is a game changer. And honestly, this is just the way, if I'm being completely honest, y'all, the world is going. Like, not knocking course culture or anything like that, but people have become very lazy, if I'm just being completely honest with you, and they want everything done for them. But at the same time, your personality is your brand. Okay, stop trying to think that you have to be like, oh well, she does it like this, so I have to do it like her. That's not the point. You are good enough how you are, where you're at today, regardless if you have any following, regardless if you have any experience, regardless if you're tech savvy or not. None of that matters. Okay, use the tools and the resources that we have, because y'all, it's changing so many people's lives. And as corporate America is, getting rid of so many women, if we really want to talk about it, right? Pushing so many women back home and wanting women not to have rights and not to have a voice and not to have, girl, I don't want to get too deep, okay? But I'm just saying, this is the perfect time to start something, start a side hustle that can turn into something for you, that maybe can even turn into your full-time income. Every time you resell NPM, sis, that's $397, all profit, your money that you get to keep, okay? Again, it ain't about you doing too much. It ain't about you got to get up and dance and do none of that. No, you really are just telling your truth. You're sharing your story. And as far as like content and everything goes like that inside of NPM, I'm really big on, showing moms, because when I started doing this for myself and I seen that it was working, I was like, okay, this isn't a fluke. I'm just going to start telling other women. I'm going to start telling my other students like, hey, stop feeling like you got to put, like, I literally, y'all, used to have people that would be like, okay, when I go on vacation, I'm gonna film all this content and it's gonna be perfect and aesthetic. And I'm like, sis, if I was you, I wouldn't do that, because once you put yourself out there like that, people gonna always expect that from you. If I just show up as me, dusty, crusty like this, if I show up as me, hey, just doing the laundry, just folding some clothes, doing the stuff that I gotta do anyway, that's gonna be my content, and I'm gonna bring in women that way. And that was what I was able to do. And it's so funny that people, again, I ain't knocking a good aesthetic, y'all. If you want to be an aesthetic person, girl, do your thing. I'm happy for you. I want you to be. Okay. But I'm just saying, like, where you're at today, if you got a white refrigerator, sis, guess what? That's relatable, and that's somebody's story. And somebody will see your white refrigerator and be like, you know what? Ooh, if she can do it, then I can do it too. And that's how you bring people in. Okay. It's not about, getting out here lying, making up fake screenshots and doing all that. It's about being honest and telling the truth. And just like how I just gave y'all an example of what Mama Bot would say, even your day one of what to talk about when you haven't made any money yet. This is what you talk about. This is how you bring people in, and this is how you actually make sales. Okay. Again, sales psychology is not hard. It's all about, again, if you actually have a system that tells you what to do, that knows how the algorithm works, you can be successful. Okay. It's not rocket science. It's not anything that I can do that you can't. All I did was I just said, you know what? I don't like my situation and I want to change it. So I did something about it. And so many of the other moms inside of NPM are doing the exact same thing. They're not better than you. I'm not better than you. They just were tired of trying to figure it out by themselves. So if you are a mom and you've been looking for a way to make income, you need direction, you do want essentially hand holding guidance, sis, NPM is for you. Okay. It's not difficult. Again, you don't have to be tech savvy. You don't have to have any experience, any social media presence. You just have to be willing to, you know what, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to step out of my comfort zone and I'm going to be successful. Because that's another thing I don't play about. Okay. We speak positive over here. We don't claim BROKE. Okay, we speak positive, okay, because it is possible. And again, and making money can be simple, y'all. Stop thinking that making money is hard to do, or you have to kill yourself or overwork yourself, or you know what I mean, like that hustle culture, baby. I don't know about y'all. That was 1999. We got AI. We got too many resources, too many things, and if you have a phone and Wi-Fi, point blank period, sis, you shouldn't be broke. But I'm telling you from experience, I'm all for you creating your own thing. And honestly, this is why I built NPM, because from my personal experience, I got started with a done for you system. And once I seen like, wow, if I can scale my business, if I can make money selling somebody else's product, surely I can create my own and give women the same opportunity as well. If I can give them everything that they need, again, what to post, how to show up, what to say, then they can do the same thing. And again, use it as training wheels to maybe branch off and do your own thing. When you start making consistent income, then it can turn into maybe you start another business. Maybe you finally getting that trust fund for your babies. Maybe you finally paying off all that debt that you said you were going to do, right? Even while working your 9 to 5. But if you're at a 9 to 5 that you hate, this could be that open door of you making your way out of them. Because I'm telling you, sis, that whole thought process, that whole work culture of, okay, if I work, maybe if I do an extra 20 hours and you calculating and trying to figure out, okay, if I do this and I do this, I'll be able to have enough. That it don't work like that, sis. If you sell a couple of NPMs a few times a week, not even just in a day, a few times a week, that can be life changing for you. That can be life changing for your family. Okay. But again, it starts with you saying yes to yourself. It starts with you saying, you know what? I'm worth it. I believe in this and I can make this happen for me. You know what I mean? I know it's a scary thought, but it's also more scary about being in the same place that you was at last year, about making the same type of money that you was making last year. What are you going to do differently, y'all? We still in the beginning of the new year. It's still time to change. It's still time to actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about y'all, a big thing, and inside of my community, I'm also really like faith led, because that was the thing. I tell people this all the time. I was a serial failure entrepreneur, okay? Because the moment something didn't work for me, the moment I tried something and I didn't see results, or I felt like people wasn't supporting me, I gave up. And this was the very first time that I said, you know what, God, I'm going to lead with you. I'm not giving myself a plan B, and this is going to work for me. And it did. Yes, there were days where people didn't support me. Yes, there were days where nobody came in my life. There was days where nobody liked my content or whatever. But I knew that I believed in what I was talking about. I enjoyed what I was talking about, and the people came. And that's why I'm always trying to tell people, followers, all that stuff, it don't mean nothing, sis. You know, you can get 50 views, but guess what? If 10 people out of them 50 views bought something from you, you wouldn't be mad at that, right? People live for this whole virality and all of that, but they be still broke. I know so many people that literally have hundreds and thousands of followers and they still broke. Okay. They still asking and begging people to do like this, share this or whatever like that, but it's not even getting you paid. Where you can be a regular girl like me, scale your business, buy your dream car, be able to go on vacation when you want, have your own time and be able to move how you want to move. And I don't know about you as a mama, who don't want that? You know, it took for me something as, you know, I know it's petty, but something as a little bluey outfit that I had seen at Meyer, you know, a few years back, and my baby girl wanted it so bad, and I was like, sis, I ain't got the money to do it. You know, thank you, Drew. I ain't got the mama, ain't got the money to get it. And I was like, bro, this outfit costs $26, and I'm saying that I can't get it. Yeah, we got to figure out something. And I know that's petty. I know that's, you know, not much, but it was something like that that really put the spark in me and was like, you know what, I deserve more, and I'm not about to kill myself to get more money. There's a way that I can, you know, make money with ease, make money in my sleep, and I'm gonna figure it out, and I ain't gonna stop until I figure it out. And I did that, y'all. And so I literally took all of my wins, I put it inside of this program, so moms don't have to go through that same cycle of failing. So moms don't have to go through that same cycle of like, okay, she gave me the information, but I'm still lost. Sis, you have 24/7 support when you get inside of NPM. You no question can ever go unanswered. And again, on top of that, when you get started with me, I'm going to also build your website for you so you don't have to worry about that. Only when I'm on live, y'all. Just letting y'all know. I don't do it all the time. But if you get it right now while I'm on live, I build your website for you. I will even give you a 30-day content plan. Now, this is all the support that you're getting. Plus, you get my business line. So again, sis, you not being successful, that's your choice. Okay. This is an opportunity that can change your life, but it starts with you saying yes. It does not matter what age you are. Doesn't matter if your kid's little or small. Okay. It's the Mompreneur Method. I've eliminated the idea of you ever having to worry about who am I talking to? Who's my target audience? Who's my niche? Moms. Y'all, moms, we are the number one problems. Ain't no ain't nobody better than us, okay? I know that's biased for me to say, but I'm just saying. I told y'all we got this unspoken, you know what I'm saying? This unspoken culture, okay? And we gonna always pour into one another. We gonna always cheer for one another, and that's the beauty of it. And that's why MPM is truly different and truly like something you've never seen. So again, if you're a mom and you've been looking for a way to make money online, you don't have experience, you're not tech savvy, but you want to change your life, you want to change your financial situation, sis, click the link down below and you can get started. If you are a little bit still on the fence, that's fine, sis. I don't know why. Because again, you're literally getting everything that you need plus more. But I do have some free resources that you can check out. I have my free Mama You Should Be Rich guide because I truly believe that every mama should experience this passive income. Sis, I'm telling you, there's nothing better than you going out, you having brunch, you know what I'm saying? You living your best life or whatever, and then you just see deposits coming through, okay? Like it changed my life. And I said, every mama needs to experience this, okay? When you cleaning and you vacuuming and stuff like that, and you just seen a deposit come through for $400, girl, you better experience it, okay? So click the link down below. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime, sis. I'm always here to help you, give you info, let you know. I mean, I share my experience. I literally have so many lives that I'll leave up on my channel so y'all can see my growth, so you can see where I started. And girl, I'm telling you, if it was not for me just, really just being so fed up with my situation, so fed up with seeing my husband kill himself and work 2 full-time jobs, I wouldn't be here today. So again, if I can do this, you can do this as well. Again, all of the info is linked down below, and I will see y'all probably same time tomorrow. Okay. But all right, y'all have a wonderful Sunday. Happy Sunday. Reset. And girl, grab MPM today. All right, y'all. Bye.